Hello, Cancers. All right, Cancers. Let's get right into your reading. This reading is for the 8th through the 16th of February. All right. The moon is moving into your zodiac sign in preparation for this full moon that we're going to have on the 12th. So it could be moving from Gemini into Cancer, right? From Gemini into Cancer. So when the moon is in Gemini, you want to make sure you have learned the lessons from when we had a full moon in your sign of what nurtures your spirit and what doesn't nurture your spirit, because it's going to move back into your zodiac sign. So that means if you did not catch the cue before to create, this is coming back around to your zodiac sign. So this is where you go back into your hermit crab shell mode to create, right? Create. What are you trying to create? Where you start thinking, okay, what would you like to create for yourself, right? Because again, you're the mother of the zodiac and the money sign of the zodiac, and we're not just talking about paper and coins money, just so we're crystal clear. This is really where you're really valuing your time, your hermit crab shell mode. What are you going to create? You should have that calendar together, what you wrote down, what you're planning on doing, because we're going to have a full moon in Leo. That's when you're going to start remembering you're going where you're appreciated and not where you're tolerated. Okay, so your energy level is getting more intense because we're coming towards a full moon. But because you've learned your lesson in the last 8 years of what karmic relationships are, so it's just saying you are staying even more laser focused. So get your calendars out, pay attention to what's going on. Oh, I am valued by my community. Well, all right now. Yeah. You know what, I'm picking up some real strong energy before I even lay your cards out, Cancer, is that energies from your past are trying to resurface to communicate with you, because a lot of people have learned their lesson and people are trying to communicate with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But let's see what's in the cards. Let's see what's in the cards. Okay. Yeah, because again, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Gemini and Virgos are ruled by Mercury, and the moon will be moving from Gemini into your sign. And so you've learned the lesson of what nurtures your spirit. That was what was uncovered in the last 8 years about you. It's like exactly what sets you apart from every other Cancer on the planet. So there's some energies who now want to reconnect because they're learning so much from what I've been telling y'all, Cancers. What have I been saying to y'all? Y'all are the mother and money sign of the zodiac. I'm talking to men and women Cancers. And people are starting to learn, you know what? They need to keep their behind in the house and be in hermit mode. That don't mean you sitting behind closed doors depressed somewhere. You could be just creating, writing business plans. You know, you're making good use of your time. You're making good use of your time. Some people, they be out just buying up everything. So source is saying instead of investing in themselves. So you all, like I said, your highest frequency are sweethearts. You all are empathetic. You give your absolute best. You all are human lie detectors. You all are reflective, maternal, tenacious, highly imaginative, loyal, persuasive, emotional in a good way, sympathetic, and also encouraging people by just being reassuring. So yeah, 777, face fear. Trust the divine. Your angels are asking you to release the fear of the unknown. Trust the universe and give up your control over what's going to happen next. They're telling you not to fear the future, but rather to embrace it with faith that it's all in your best interest. It is perfect. It's in perfect design, brought to you by your most trusted guides. Go into an easy sitting position with your hands upturned, obviously upturned, right? On your knees for a few moments as you honor your faith in future, right? Faith in the future. So, yeah, you are valued by your community. You're valued by your community. So 3 situations have been closed out. 3 situations have been closed out. This is number 7. 777, master number there. Pay attention. It's a master number, 777. Right? So that is an angel number, right? Strong intuition you have, number 777. So positive affirmations you're saying, your intuition. So it's signifying alignment with your life purpose, strong intuition, divine connection, and a message to trust your inner wisdom and embrace personal growth on your spiritual journey, right? So yes, 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 and yes. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. That blue right there connects us also with the throat chakra. hmm Which is masculine energy, right? So relationships, partnerships, marriage for some of you all, right? Seventh house, right? Yeah, so yeah, seventh house, relationships, right? Marriage could mean marriage and jobs, just so we're crystal clear, not necessarily romantic. It could have been romantic marriage, but facing your fears. What are they? You know, speaking some things into existence, right? What kind of energy do you give off? Some people could say that, you know, in the past you may have been foolish, right? Before you left behind distractions, right? So this is the this yellow right here connects us with solar plexus chakra. So source is saying you can do this. You can face your fear. Somebody, you know, and then also here we have the crown chakra here, right? So this is at your highest frequency. This is amethyst. Well, on the picture it's an amethyst, right? On the card it's an amethyst, and that connects you with your crown chakra. So source is saying somebody could have some kind of fear around getting into something new, a new job, you know, especially if you've been out of the workforce for a minute and you thinking, okay, like biting your nails nervous. Trust, you're valued. You're valued. Start speaking it into existence. You're valued by your community. You're not running away from anything. You're just staying focused, right? So that's you going into you're in hermit crab shell mode. You're not running away from anything, right? You are good enough. You are worthy, right? You're good enough. You are worthy. You can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You may be flying somewhere, right? Because you're definitely not returning back to. You're not going back to chaos, confusion. You're not being confused. Somebody is highly intuitive. You're highly, highly intuitive. Yep, here we have the Wheel of Fortune. So you're going to feel you be counting your blessings. Yeah, Source is trying to give you some time to see things from a higher frequency. Yeah, this is the Temperance card. To see some things from the high. Let me see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Source is trying to get you to see something from the highest frequency. You weren't running from anything. Not at all. You're just not returning back to something that you felt like did not produce a lot of results for you, right? And so, yeah, you may be flying somewhere. You may be flying somewhere that, you know, while you've been in hermit mode, some energies are familiar, you know, so you may have to travel somewhere. Something has been a long and arduous journey for you since you've left behind a lot of distractions. You said you spoke into existence that you are valued. You spoke into your existence. You know, you spoken some things into existence, and you said you heal, you know, your root all the way up to your crown chakra, and that's what you did. So kudos and congratulations to you there. All right, let's see what else we got here. Facing your fears. So yeah, some energies intentionally left you out in the cold when it came to some things, you know. Yeah, they used their energy to leave you out in the cold when it came to some things. They didn't want you to know certain things, right? And they were pretty cold with it, spreading all kinds of stuff. Here we had a Justice card. Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of talking about you and somebody behind their back. So somebody may be going to court. Somebody may be saying, you know, going back to something you said you weren't going to go back to. You weren't running from anything. Something didn't produce any results. right? Some people jump to some conclusions about you. One person succumbed to passive and powerless behavior. Somebody else was egotistical, materialistic, and forceful when it came to something, believing that you were running away from something. It could have been a job or whatever it was, Cancer, but that wasn't the case at all. What people have to understand with people who are hermits is that that's where you go back into hermit mode to process. That's where you're getting your downloads. Just like everybody rise and shine and then go get some rest, that's them getting the rest. Everybody's not out 24/7, So some energies we're talking about some people, and something has been brought to light. Something has been brought to light, to the forefront. Right? Two vain and vengeful spirits. Something has been brought to light. Something you said you would never return back to, but some energies have some proof that, like some physical proof that energies were trying to bully you out of something, like leave you out in the cold, something having to do like bullying you out of something, Cancer, right? So, and for you, you may feel like you were you may have felt like you were being pulled in two different directions, or like some energy was trying to separate you in some energies, right? Your psychic gifts may have been kicked in high gear, right? May have been kicked into high gear when it came to some things. But Source is saying to you, you stay focused. It's something you said you definitely were not returning to. You want to have anything to do with something. You want to have anything to do with something. So, yeah, somebody could have put all their energy into some vain and vengeful spirits may have put all their energy, because this speaks to Mars, right? Of something as far as you're concerned, very poisonous environment. They were like in a very, like I said, very poisonous environment. So here we had a 10 of cups here, something that somebody wanted for themselves. You know what I'm picking up on though, Cancer? It's like, okay, I'm gonna slow something down for a second here for you all. What I'm picking up on is like a destiny swap here. That's what I'm picking up on for somebody. It's almost like somebody's family who you may have stopped talking to, or they created a situation where when I say family, I'm talking about work family, relative, blood relative, and work family, both sides of the sword, right? Both sides of the justice card. Somebody forced, or a group of people forced you and somebody to stop talking to each other. Right? And something just went fast. I mean, it was just like fast, but it didn't produce a whole lot of results, right? But the energies are trying to bully somebody and make them feel worthless in every way, shape, form, or fashion. Make somebody feel worthless. Like get somebody kicked out in the cold, feel worthless. I mean, was just doing the absolute most within a group, right? Within a particular group, recording everything that you're saying, recording conversation. They were just doing everything, right? That's why I always tell people you have a lot in common with people, right? You have a lot in common with people. Doing stuff to betray people, or just the works. So when you do things like record conversations and you don't tell people that you're recording, or at least even ask people, even if you're saying, okay, you're just doing it for yourself, you don't even ask people, do you mind if I record something or whatever? The same thing is happening to you. The same thing is happening to you, for you to listen, to you to pay attention to, like what's being done to you. Don't become the same energies that hurt you and talked about you behind your back and caused you to stop talking to people, because you have the whole world in front of you. This is the Two of Wands here. So it's to say one of these energies you absolutely would never talk to again. Absolutely. Just because of what they put their energy into. Mars is all about action, assertion, It's the sexual drive planet. It's the fighting spirit. It's the energy, vitality. Some energies use this for like competition, like seeing you as competition, anger, like conflict, all of those things. Almost like you were in a relationship with some energy that saw you as competition, right? They saw somehow your light shining bright as dimming theirs in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So Source is saying to you, you got two vain and vengeful spirits that now there's some kind of physical evidence of the stuff that they did. And Source is saying you need to pay attention, right? Yeah, so here we have the Empress trying to and unfairly, like I said, this is again unfairly trying to limit your abundance and your prosperity. Trying to limit your abundance and your prosperity. Yeah. With someone who, and a light has been shining on it now, and so with someone who was competing with your light without you even realize. Sometimes you don't even know you're in a competition with people. You really don't. Source is saying to you, people saying you running away from stuff, and you behind closed doors, you depressed, you got swords in your back, you depressed because people are talking about you behind your back. That was so far from the truth, because you all are hermits, hermit crabs. I don't know who I'm talking to, but something took off like wildfire. Right? But I see you feeling very fortunate. You're feeling very fortunate. You have a guardian angel that's watching over you, and that's what you have been speaking. This is the positive that you've been speaking into existence. You have been speaking your blessings, like high vibrational, all of that, right? So, yeah, somebody was talking about blindsiding you and doing all kinds of stuff, and they use somebody as a pawn in a game. I mean, Source is saying to you, because if somebody felt like they were deeply heartbroken over something, as far as you're concerned, they just decided to just do the absolute most and just manipulating somebody, playing mind games, manipulating people who really felt like they were just being pulled in two different directions. And so now there's physical evidence of something. So, but something has brought you to a whole new level of emotional maturity, though. Your intuition, what I say about you all in the beginning, you all are sweethearts, but you're also, very reflective. You're very maternal. You're, so that's what you have in common. Whether you biologically have kids or not, man, woman, doesn't matter who you are. Y'all are just nurturers by default. And you invest the time/money into people, right? And so Source is saying to you, yeah, something has brought you and somebody to a whole new level of emotional maturity at this point. So remember, this could be a man and a woman, or it could be two women, it could be two men, however. Yeah. Yep, so here we have the Page of Cups. So you got some good news coming across your path. One of those energies who says something emotionally immature to you, that's going to be a no. Something about somebody was basically saying that somebody travels for, and that's what's just heartbreaking. Like basically somebody was saying that somebody travels for, y'all know what kind of work. Somebody that you love, that you care about, or some kind of your heart has grown fond of, or somebody that you have in common. The other energy, they said the same thing about them. The good news is that whoever was emotionally immature, that's going to be a firm no for you. That's just going to be a firm no for you. The other one that was involved in something, Source is saying to you, eventually you're going to cut them off too. Even though if you felt like they were just kind of going along with the flow. Here we have because they were using somebody as a pawn, using two people as a pawn in the game. They thought it was so funny. It's all fun and games, right? until people were actually, this isn't a major arcana. It's a major arcana, right? Yep. So here we have, I see you being more conservative with your time from now on, because you're going to start really listening to your intuition. You're going to get out of your head and stop overthinking whatever you're overthinking, and go back into your crab shell mode and really start processing your feelings about something. You're the I feel sign, right? Yep, rising above any kind of judgment. That's what you're doing. Rising above any kind of judgment. Let me see what else we got going on here, because some energies were just obsessed. They were obsessed with creating some kind of deep disappointment and heartbreak and blindsiding two people. Obsessed, right? Saying that somebody got away with something. They're a snake, calling people a snake. They got away with something. Here's the 7 of Cups. But something is now closed out. This is the devil in the minor arcana. Devil in the minor arcana. So your Cancer, your intuition, because you're ruled by the moon, is you're not going to question it anymore. You're not going to question your intuition about anything anymore. The dreams that you have, daydreams, night dreams, downloads, your high priestess gifts, you are not going to question it anymore. You're keeping your vibrations very high. Back in the saddle again. So I see you being victorious, and I see you flying back to wherever you're going to, because something you said you would never go back to, you know, as far as the karmic is concerned, something is happening really, really quickly. With two energies, I see a double. I see something is going to happen really quickly. You won't have to go back, right? Here we have the 4 of Cups here. Somebody is getting off the fence with this. Feeling like somebody was back is against the wall, and somebody was depressed over something, and all of this. Yeah, you're taking a leap of faith. You have expansion. This right here, this person has their foot firmly planted here, and this foot right here, you're taking a leap of faith, right, moving forward. Like I said, there's some energies you won't be talking to anymore, but at the same time, you got expansion. You know, expansion there, right? Some kind of a partnership is coming across your path. A decision has been made. Some kind of a partnership in business, partnership in love. You and somebody are partnering with someone. All right, let's see. Let's close it out. Yeah. So you're trusting the divine, facing whatever fear you may have had before, but somebody was definitely being used to, to kind of keep you out of things, keep you out of the cold, bully. They were being bullied. And it's been an emotional roller coaster for somebody. Here we had the 5 of Pentacles here. Yep. Yeah, something is happening very, very soon. Judgment is coming down on some energies who... yeah. Some energies that you don't talk to anymore. Because people got enough evidence on something. So, we got enough evidence on these familiar spirits. They got everything they need to get. So, you got money coming across your path. Yep, you got money coming across your path. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's something that everything that you poured into something is coming back to somebody. Mm-hmm. It's like everything you poured into something, or everything you may have felt like you lost, is coming back to somebody. So again, take only what resonates with you. Only what resonates with you. You work really hard. Yep, you worked really, really hard to save yourself, right? So you and somebody will be able to finally get some rest. That's what I have for you. Again, take only what resonates with you. This is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. If it does, it does. You know. So yeah. True offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. There was definitely some energies who were trying to get you to, Cancer, since you're a water sign, to be hostile, angry, argumentative, violent, since water is reflective. But you're such high vibrational. Looking at your cards here, and you all are truly sweethearts. That's why I know, like, excuse me, when I do these readings and I'm speaking to everybody at their highest frequency, sometimes you just have to have people genuinely in your corner to remind you, you are not who certain energies who are trying to hurt you say that you are. Like, you don't have to reflect that. Like, that's a part of spell work. Somebody's saying, oh, you this and you that, in a negative sense, and you're sitting there thinking confused, like letting that in your water, like letting that in your ear gate and eye gate, like to seep through all out your skin and all of this other stuff. You don't know what to believe. Look for fairies. Yeah, look for fairies. Yeah, look for fairies. Yeah, look for fairies. So I mean, for some of you all, depending on, like I said, what the situation was, like some of these energies, if, let's say, for instance, you had a court case and money was supposed to be coming across your path, they did the most in making sure to reach out to their connections to make sure it was going to be blocked. So anybody, like for instance, if you saw another high priestess, because you all are high priestess energies, if you saw another high priestess and they told you, oh, you're going to get money or whatever, they made sure to go in to block or mess up something. So something is a lot deeper than somebody thinks. Something is a whole lot deeper than somebody thinks. So your hard work is paying off. Yeah, your hard work is paying off. Yeah, doing the most. So, yeah, you are valued by your community. So just face your fears, whatever they may be. You and somebody are moving on. And that's it. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful to you. But yeah, y'all are so highly intuitive that you may not have been able to have like the physical evidence of somebody like connected to somebody with the courts, or connected to this, or connected to that, like connected to people at a higher the higher like titles and this kind of stuff. But that's why I talk about staying at your highest frequency so much, because you never know how long something has been going on. You never know how long something has been going on. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. All right. Bye.